It's finally happening. The long-awaited 99th portal of tomorrow has opened, and with it comes one of the most powerful energetic gateways of this entire year. This is not just another date on the calendar, nor is it simply a number repeating itself. The 99th portal is a cosmic alignment, a sacred moment when the vibration of endings and completions meets the energy of awakening and rebirth. Throughout history, the number 9 has carried divine meaning, the closing of cycles, the fulfillment of lessons, and the beginning of a new spiritual path. On tomorrow, the heavens amplify that power by aligning the vibration of 9 with the portal that unlocks higher wisdom, deeper clarity, and divine guidance. This is why many spiritual traditions regard tomorrow as a day when the veil grows thinner and the whispers of destiny grow louder. But this year, the 99th portal is not ordinary. It arrives carrying the aftershocks of the blood moon and the total lunar eclipse, sealing intentions and magnifying energies in a way that we have not experienced in years. The atmosphere itself is charged. Some will feel it as restlessness, others as sudden inspiration, and still others as a deep inner calling that cannot be ignored. Chosen ones, you are not here by accident. If you are listening to this message, it means you were guided to it. The 99th portal has opened not just in the heavens, but in your life. You are standing at the threshold of endings and beginnings, of blessings and tests, of divine alignment waiting to unfold. And here lies the truth. There are 9 spiritual things you must know now, if you are to walk through this portal without missing what God has prepared. Some of these will confirm what you have already felt. Others will challenge you to see deeper. And all of them are designed to awaken your spirit to the magnitude of this moment. Stay with me until the very end of this video, because the most important message will come last. And if these words are already resonating with your soul, then write 99 in the comments as your sign of alignment with this sacred energy. The 99th portal of tomorrow has opened like a cosmic door, and the first wave of its energy can already be felt. This is not just about numbers aligning, it is about a vibration that calls endings into completion and awakens the spirit to begin again. When the vibration of 9 appears, it whispers of fulfillment. It is the final step of a cycle, the breath before transformation, the pause before rebirth. On tomorrow, that whisper becomes a roar. The universe does not simply nudge you, it places you in front of a mirror and asks, "Are you ready to step into the life I prepared for you?" You may already feel this pressure. Old patterns rise to the surface, as if demanding to be seen. Hidden doubts echo louder than before. Restlessness fills the air, pulling you to question what you truly want. This is not chaos, it is alignment. The portal magnifies what is unresolved, so you can no longer carry it forward. And here lies the first spiritual key of this day: release. The 99th portal is about letting go of what has expired, cycles that once served you, but now drain you. Relationships that taught their lessons, but cannot grow. Habits that block your spirit. All of these are reaching their natural conclusion. If you resist, their energy becomes heavy. If you allow, you are lifted. But release alone is not enough. The second key is awareness. On this day, your inner world speaks louder. Intuition grows sharp. You may find yourself remembering dreams more vividly, noticing patterns in conversations, or feeling drawn to silence. These are not distractions, they are guidance. The portal does not speak in noise, it speaks in subtlety. The third key that emerges in the early hours of this portal is courage. Many sense the changes but hesitate to act. Fear of loss, fear of the unknown, fear of leaving behind comfort. These are natural, but they are also illusions. The portal does not open every day. Tomorrow is rare. and it carries the power of decision. Without courage, you stand before the door but never walk through it. Think of this day as standing between two worlds. Behind you, the cycle you know, familiar but heavy. Ahead of you, a new path, uncertain but alive. The portal is the threshold, and your choices are the bridge. Every thought, every word, every decision today carries weight. The universe amplifies it, sealing it into the chapter ahead. This is why the 99th portal is not about waiting for miracles to appear. It is about preparing yourself to receive them. What God has written for you is already real, already waiting. The question is whether you are aligned enough to step into it. The mistake many make is assuming the blessing arrives automatically. But alignment is an act, not an accident. And so the portal begins by asking, what are you holding on to that cannot follow you? What truths are you ignoring that must now be faced? What vision have you been delaying that must now be pursued? The answers to these questions shape how you pass through this gateway. Do not rush. Do not demand clarity in an instant. The 99th portal works in layers. It begins by stripping away, then by revealing, and finally by rebuilding. Right now you are in the stripping stage, where the false falls away and the soul is exposed. It feels uncomfortable, but it is sacred. Chosen ones, feel this in your spirit. The 99th portal is not punishing you. It is refining you. It is preparing you to hold more light, more truth, more power. You are being stretched so you can contain the destiny already written. Trust the stretching. Trust the fire. Trust that every ending is also a seed of beginning. And as we move deeper into this message, we will uncover how the portal tests your patience, how it reshapes your relationships, and how it awakens signs that will guide your steps. Listen carefully, chosen ones. What makes this portal unlike any other is not only the number, not only the vibration of completion, but the timing. The portal does not arrive alone. It comes while the eclipse portal is still open, carrying the residue of the blood moon and total lunar eclipse that shook the heavens only days before. This is something rare, something ancient, and to us, it is said that when two portals overlap, when one is not yet closed while another opens, the energy doubles, it intensifies. It creates a spiritual alignment that can move an entire generation forward, or pull them deeper into illusion. And now, on tomorrow, that is exactly what is happening. Most people are not ready for this. The eclipse portal was already heavy. It stirred emotions, it brought endings, it revealed hidden truths. Many of you have felt exhausted these past days, as if your soul has been carrying invisible weight. Just as you were trying to recover, the 99th portal arrives, asking for more. It is as if the universe has decided there is no more waiting. The acceleration begins now. Chosen ones, listen carefully. This may not feel explosive in your outer life. You may not see fireworks in the sky. You may not feel like the ground is shaking, but your soul knows. Deep inside, you will feel the subtle trembling. You will sense that something final is closing, and something irreversible is beginning. The body might only register it as tiredness or restlessness, but the spirit recognizes it as alignment. When two portals merge, the effect is like two rivers joining. Currents speed up, direction shifts. Everything in the flow is carried faster than before. That is why, in these days, events in your life may suddenly accelerate. Things you thought would take months may resolve in days. Relationships may end without warning, or new ones may begin with strange intensity. Doors may open that you never expected, and others may slam shut so quickly you do not even get to say goodbye. It is not chaos, it is recalibration. The universe is moving pieces with divine precision, even if it feels disruptive to you. This is the moment where faith is not optional. It is necessary. If you try to control, you will break under the current. If you surrender, you will be carried exactly where you need to go. But here is the warning. Not everyone will recognize this. Many will think nothing happened. They will say, "It's just another day, just another date." And outwardly, life may look normal. You may go to work, speak to your family, scroll your phone, eat your meals. Yet beneath that surface, the portal has already marked your soul. Something in you knows the old chapter cannot return. And this is why the 99th portal feels different from other alignments. It does not always shout, it whispers. It works like an undercurrent, pulling your spirit into new waters. You may not even realize until weeks later that this was the turning point. The conversation you had today, the decision you delayed, the emotion you released, all of it will echo forward, amplified by this dual portal energy. Chosen ones, your task is not to chase dramatic signs, but to listen to the subtle shifts. Do you feel a nudge to let go of something you've been clinging to? Do you sense a quiet push to forgive, to release, to trust? That is the portal speaking. Do not ignore it, because when two portals overlap, the consequences of ignorance are heavier. A misalignment now can take years to reopen. This is not meant to scare you, but to awaken you. The 99th portal combined with the eclipse energy is a rare key. It unlocks parts of your soul that were waiting, hidden, dormant. You may not feel ready. You may think you are too weak, too wounded, too distracted. But the truth is, the fact that you are alive in this year, on this day, listening to these words, means you were chosen. You are ready, even if you doubt it. Some of you will notice the shift in your relationships. First, old patterns that felt tolerable last week suddenly feel unbearable. Some of you will notice it in your work or calling. Projects you once poured energy into now feel empty, while new ideas rise with burning urgency. Others will notice it in your body through exhaustion, restlessness, or sudden sensitivity. These are not coincidences. They are signs of overlapping portals, pressing you to release the old and prepare for the new. The sacred texts say that when two portals merge, the soul is tested threefold: in patience, in trust, and in courage. Patience, because the shifts may feel slow, even as they are irreversible. Trust, because much of what is happening is invisible. And courage, because stepping into the unknown requires leaving behind the false security of the past. Chosen ones, this is why you may feel like you are being stretched, why life feels uncertain, why emotions feel heavier. It is not because you are failing, it is because you are being prepared. The 99th portal is not punishing you, it is refining you. It is shaping you into the vessel that can hold the blessing already waiting. The question is simple: will you listen? Will you honor what your soul is whispering, even if your mind doubts it? Will you release what is dying so you can step into what is living? Because the truth is, this overlap will not come again for many years. The eclipse portal and the 99th portal merging is an alignment written long before you were born. You are here because your soul asked for this awakening. Do not turn away now, chosen one. From this moment forward, I will share with you the 9 spiritual messages you must know as the 99th portal unfolds. Everything you have heard until now was to show you why this portal matters, why its energy cannot be ignored. But what comes next is not for everyone. It is only for those who know deep within that they are marked, called and chosen. If you do not feel the fire in your spirit right now, you can stop watching. This will not reach you. But if you believe that you are one of God's chosen, if you feel the stirring in your soul, then listen carefully. These words have found you for a reason. If this video appeared to you today, then this message is yours. It belongs to you. So let us begin. Chosen ones. The first message is this. The 99th portal is not a hallway where you drag your past with you. It is a doorway. And like every doorway, you cannot fit through carrying everything on your back. What has expired? Whether it is a relationship that no longer lifts you, a habit that numbs your spirit, or an identity you clung to for comfort, cannot enter this new space. Many of you are already feeling it. Someone you once depended on may suddenly grow distant. A job you thought was stable may begin to feel unbearable. Even your own thoughts may turn against you, pushing you to let go of patterns that once gave you security. This is not punishment. It is preparation. God cannot hand you tomorrow if your hands are still gripping yesterday. This is why, chosen ones, when someone walks away from your life, do not chase them. Do not beg them to stay. Do not plead for what God Himself is removing. If they are meant to be beside you, nothing will move them away. And if they leave, it is because their part in your story has ended. Trust this. When God closes a door, it is always to prepare a better one to open. When someone exits, believe that a greater connection, a truer support, or a deeper love is being aligned for you. Release with faith, because what is meant for you will never require begging. The second message is about energy. Chosen ones, in the unseen realm, your attention is wealth. What you feed grows. What you starve dies. Every thought, every emotion, every choice is a transaction. On the day of the 99th portal, these transactions are multiplied. That means what you focus on today echoes louder than usual. This is why distractions are so dangerous. Gossip, fear, bitterness, endless scrolling, comparing your life to others. All of these drain your account. They leave you spiritually bankrupt, unable to carry the blessing waiting for you. On the other hand, gratitude, silence, prayer, reflection, and clear intention refill your account. They create overflow. The portal multiplies not only your actions, but also your focus. Think of it like planting seeds. The farmer cannot expect fruit if he spends the season scattering weeds. In the same way, you cannot expect blessings if you spend your energy feeding negativity. The 99th portal is like sunlight. It shines on whatever you plant. If you planted fear, fear grows. If you planted faith, faith grows. So ask yourself today, where am I spending my energy? Who am I giving my focus to? Am I investing in my growth or funding my destruction? The portal magnifies the answer. This is why energy is your true currency. Guard it. Spend it wisely. The third message of the 99th portal is this. Nothing hidden can stay hidden. This energy strips away illusion, dissolves lies, and forces clarity into your path. For some, this may come as a revelation, secrets exposed, relationships showing their true colors, hidden motives uncovered. For others, it may be internal, realizing that you have been lying to yourself about what you want, what you feel, and what you can no longer tolerate. At first, truth feels heavy. It burns. It shakes the ground beneath your feet. But truth is also the fire that purifies. When the lie collapses, you are finally free. Think of how many years are lost pretending everything is fine, holding together what was already broken. The 99th portal says, no more pretending, and yes, it may hurt. You may learn things you wish you didn't know. But would you rather live in a comfortable lie or a difficult truth that sets you free? The eclipse opened the cracks, and now the 99th energy floods in to reveal what was hidden in the dark. Chosen ones, do not run from what is being exposed. Face it, because hidden truth is never your enemy. It is the doorway to freedom. Only when you see clearly can you walk freely. This is the third message. Welcome the truth, even if it trembles your world, because it is aligning you with the life God intended. Chosen ones, the days after the 99th portal are delicate. Your energy is heightened. Your spirit is sensitive. And what you allow into your environment will either strengthen you or weaken you. That means the music you listen to, the conversations you entertain, the content you scroll, all of it leaves a deeper mark right now. Do not treat this lightly. If you flood your mind with fear, drama, and negativity, the portal will amplify it. But if you choose peace, stillness, and clarity, you create a shield around your spirit. This is why you must guard your daily environment carefully. Clean your space. Remove what feels heavy. Surround yourself with light, even in small ways. A simple act like lighting a candle with intention or playing music that lifts you can shift the vibration of your whole day. And most importantly, watch your words. Every word carries frequency. If you speak doubt, you echo doubt. If you speak faith, you echo faith. You echo faith. The portal is listening, so speak as if your words are seeds, because in these days they are. The fifth message is this: do not rush. Chosen ones, the portal energy moves fast, but that does not mean you should. In fact, the more the current accelerates, the more still you need to become. The days after tomorrow are not about forcing results. They are about aligning yourself so results can arrive without resistance. This means simplifying your routines. Cut out unnecessary distractions. Focus only on what matters. Spend more time in silence than in noise. If you can, limit meaningless conversations. Rhythm the way you move through your day. Eating slower, walking slower, breathing deeper keeps your spirit in balance. Many will feel pressure to make big moves quickly. But the truth is, clarity comes to those who slow down. The portal has already unlocked. Acceleration. You don't need to chase it. You need to anchor it. By slowing down, you allow divine timing to catch up with you, instead of outrunning your blessings. The sixth message is about peak, chosen ones. In the days after this portal, pay close attention to who enters your life and who drifts away. Do not ignore this. Every shift in connection is a message. Some people will suddenly reach out, while others may go silent. Some encounters may feel random, but they are not. Be intentional. Do not cling to people out of fear, and do not dismiss someone just because they are new. Ask yourself, does this person bring peace or chaos? Will they support my growth or pull me backward? These questions matter because the 99th energy is arranging your circle. If you resist, you block the flow. If you trust, you will see that God never removes without replacing, and never aligns without purpose. Use these days to choose your connections wisely. Share your energy with those who deserve it. Withdraw from those who drain it. The portal is sorting your relationships for the next chapter. Do not fight the sorting. Chosen ones, the 99th portal will test your relationships in ways you cannot ignore. If there is someone in your life who no longer grows with you, this energy will bring it to the surface. Partners, friends, even family. Every connection will be weighed not by how long you have known them, but by whether their presence lifts your spirit or drains it. Many of you are already feeling this tension. Arguments that used to be small are now impossible to ignore. Patterns you once tolerated suddenly feel unbearable. Silence feels more comfortable than certain. This is the portal's way of showing you this cannot continue. Letting go is not betrayal, it is alignment.
If someone chooses to leave you now, do not beg them to stay. If a friendship ends, do not chase it. And if family connections grow distant, do not fight to hold on where there is no willingness to meet you. In truth, the portal is sorting your circle so that only those who are aligned with your next chapter will remain. Remember, God never removes without replacing. If one person leaves, trust that another, more aligned, more supportive, more true, is already being prepared to step into your life. Release with faith, not fear. This is the only way to step into what is ahead. Chosen ones, the final truth of this portal is about your focus. The 99th energy multiplies everything, but especially your intention. What you choose to believe, to speak, and to envision now will echo forward into the months ahead. That is why it is crucial to set your heart clearly. Do not waste this portal on fear. Do not fill it with endless what-ifs and doubts. Instead, decide who you are becoming. Write it down. Now think it out loud. Pray it with faith. Feel it as if it is already yours. Because under this energy, intention becomes alignment, and alignment becomes reality. Understand this. Manifestation is not about controlling the universe. It is about agreeing with what God has already prepared. When your words, thoughts, and actions flow together, you step into agreement with destiny itself. That is why you must choose carefully. If you declare lack, you seal lack. If you declare abundance, you seal abundance. The portal is open, but it will not remain open forever. These days are holy. Use them to plant seeds you want to harvest. Your future is listening. Speak wisely, believe boldly, and walk forward knowing that what you set in motion now will not return empty. Chosen ones, the 99th portal is here, and this is not an ordinary moment. It is not simply a date on the calendar. It is not just another cycle. This is a doorway, a spiritual alignment, written long before you were born, and it has opened now so that your soul may step into a higher reality. The vibration of this day carries with it the energy of completion and rebirth. It demands that you release what is dying and embrace what is alive. It requires courage, trust, and surrender, because what God has prepared for you cannot be carried while you are still holding on to yesterday. Already many of you have felt it. Relationships that once felt safe are shaking. Patterns you once tolerated will become unbearable. People you relied on may seem distant, disconnected, or no longer aligned. Do not resist this. Do not fight to keep what God is clearly removing. Let them go. If someone leaves now, it is because their part in your story is finished. If a friendship ends, it is because that chapter is complete. Do not beg them to stay. Do not plead for their presence, and do not mourn what is gone. When God removes, He always replaces. Will what He replaces always greater, truer, more aligned with who you are becoming. But at the same time, some of you will feel old wounds rising to the surface. Memories you thought you had buried were returning. Conversations you avoided are now unavoidable. This is not punishment. It is purification. The portal does not allow you to carry poison into the future. It demands healing, closure, release. For some, this will mean forgiving family members who hurt you. For others, it will mean finally speaking truth. In relationships where silence has kept you bound, healing does not mean pretending it never happened. Healing means choosing not to let the pain have power anymore. The portal is asking you to release resentment, to close karmic cycles with love, instead of bitterness, so that you can step into the future with freedom. And yet the portal is not only about endings, it is also about creation. This is the moment to set your intentions clearly, because what you focus on now will echo forward with multiplied force. The 99th portal magnifies thoughts, words, and action. Every prayer you whisper, every intention you write, every belief you choose to hold, they are sealed into the months ahead. That is why you must be intentional. Do not waste these days on fear. Do not plant seeds of doubt or speak words of defeat. Instead, declare who you are becoming. Through what you believe God has already prepared. See yourself walking in that reality and claim it with faith. Manifestation is not manipulation of the universe. It is agreement with destiny. When your spirit aligns with the plan that was always written, everything around you begins to shift. Some of you will be tempted to compare your journey to others. You will see people around you receiving signs quickly, which is known as a breakthrough, and you will wonder, why not me? Chosen ones, do not fall into this trap. Your path is not their path. Your timing is not their timing. You are not late and you are not forgotten. Each soul has its own divine rhythm, its own season of unveiling. If yours takes longer, it is because your foundation must be stronger. If your path feels heavier, it is because your purpose is greater. Stop measuring yourself by the timeline of others. The 99th portal is not about comparison. It is about alignment with your unique destiny. And yes, there will be silence. You may pray and feel nothing. You may declare intentions and see no change. You may wait and wonder if anything has shifted at all. Do not be pleased by the quiet. The silence is holy. It is in the silence that roots are forming, even though you cannot see them. Just as a seed does not sprout the day it is planted, so your manifestations do not always appear instantly. They require patience, trust, surrender. The delay is not denial. The silence is not abandonment. It is alignment in progress. Trust that what has been set in motion today is already on its way to you. That is why the final and most important lesson of this portal is surrender. Surrender is not weakness, it is strength. It is the courage to release control and trust the higher plan. It is letting go of your own timeline and allowing God's timing to prevail. It is choosing faith when your eyes see nothing and trust when your heart feels unsure. When you surrender, you step into alignment. You stop resisting. You stop clinging. You open your hands so that they can finally receive what has been prepared for you. And do not fear that this moment will pass too quickly. The portal is open now, but its energy lingers. It will not slam shut overnight. Its impact will ripple into the weeks and months ahead. You may not feel fireworks today. You may not see immediate transformation, but the shift has already occurred. The gate has opened, the energy has moved, and your soul has stepped across a line that cannot be uncrossed. From here forward, you are not who you were yesterday. So chosen ones, take this seriously. Protect your energy in the days ahead.
Guard your mornings and your nights, for these are the gateways of your spirit. Start each day with gratitude. End each day with release. Do not allow distraction to steal your focus. Step back from noise, from endless scrolling, from gossip and fear. Fast from chaos, so that you can feed your spirit. Surround yourself with what strengthens you, not what weakens you. Solely what you want to see multiplied, because every word carries power in this season. Pay attention to the people in your life. Some will drift away, and you must let them. Others will be drawn closer, and you must honor them. Do not cling to what is leaving, and do not ignore what is arriving. Relationships are being sorted for your next chapter. Trust that those who remain are meant to walk with you, and those who depart were never meant to stay. This is not rejection, it is redirection. Trust it. Above all, remember this. You are chosen. You are not here by accident. You are not listening by chance. This message found you because it belongs to you. Your soul asked for awakening, and the universe answered. That is why your spirit feels restless. That is why the old life no longer fits. That is why you feel called to rise. Even if you do not yet know how, you are chosen, and this is your time. So surrender, release control, stop comparing, trust the silence, believe in the timing, walk with faith. Even if the path ahead is still hidden, because what God has prepared is real, and it is closer than you imagine. The 99th portal is not simply opening a door in the heavens. It is opening a door in you. Walk through it and do not look back. And remember, protecting your energy is not selfish. It's smart. It's sacred. When you choose to guard your spirit, you are not pushing others away. You are creating the space to grow, to heal, and to rise. The 99th portal does not reward exhaustion, it rewards alignment. Keep your peace, hold your focus, and trust the process. Do not keep this truth only for yourself. Share this video with those you love so that together you may align with the energy of this portal. Invite your friends, your family, your community into this awakening. The portal is open, but the question is, are you ready to step through?